The leopard is an amazing cat. Colorful, graceful, incredibly majestic, and a very cunning animal of the feline family. This cat is cautious and at the same time has lightning speed. It is a unique, fast, silent killer that has a powerful, flexible body and razor-sharp teeth. But wildlife is very ruthless. And even the leopard has to search for food and starve for weeks. Because of this, he is forced to consider all options for their own sustenance. Spotted cats are often spotted spying near tourist lodges late at night, sneaking around the fences of residential homes and entering people's territory in search of food. Motivated by great hunger, the silent killers often sneak into homes. They raid local livestock and snatch whatever they can get their hands on. Driven by a ruthless instinct, these predators are not even afraid of humans. Moreover, they attack them purposefully. The last frontier is pets, who stand guard day and night. Very often, our little brothers suffer a lot, up to and including death. So in today's episode, we take a look at 7 merciless leopard attacks on domestic dogs captured on a hidden camera. Get comfortable, move your favorite drink, we're starting. Number 1. Don't sleep on your watch. Our parade of 15 merciless leopard attacks on domestic dogs caught on hidden camera opens with a situation that occurred in the state of Uttarakhand, which is in India. According to the famous newspaper, The Washington Post, attacks of spotted cats there are commonplace, and only last year, there were eaten more than 300 people. Therefore, people, hoping to at least have one to protect their homes, began to make serious fortifications. To erect high fences, equipped with an advanced security system, and to make powerful guards out of their pets, who could guard both day and night. And so, that was a lyrical digression. Back to our situation. While the guard innocently sleeps, the silent assassin quietly sneaks in under the cover of night. The great advantage of leopards is that not only can they see perfectly in the dark, but they are also very patient. That is why our hero, too, is in no hurry, treading carefully and approaching the victim. After all, his task is to grab his opponent's neck with one swift lunge when he's not expecting, and use the situation to his advantage. Step by step, the graceful nocturnal visitor approaches the sleeping dog, doing it as silently as possible. The leopard is in no hurry to attack, but he first decided to make sure that the victim is sleeping soundly. He waits for an opportunity to reach his goal with a single blow. And only when the leopard is close to his victim and as close as possible to the cherished neck of his opponent. As if he is counting back the time for the last spurt, because he has no right to make a mistake. Waiting. And in that second, he sinks his razor-sharp teeth right into his opponent's neck. The dog didn't stand a chance. The stunned guard tries to fight back against the leopard, but all even, he is caught off guard. On the channel, Animal World, you'll see the best content you've ever seen. If you're interested in the best animal videos, confrontations, and battles, please subscribe now so you don't miss new videos. And they come out every day for your entertainment. Number 2. Under the cover of night. And this situation is very reminiscent of the mission in Iraq from the famous game Call of Duty. But in our case it is the world of animals. And the main character is not a soldier of the American Army, but a graceful predator from the family of cats. Leopard carefully scouts the situation, because he realizes that he is in fact on the open ground, and this is fraught with consequences for his own. If everything is not calculated, then in the end, the victim can be himself. Therefore, before making a new step, the leopard analyzes the terrain, including the ways of retreat in case of failure. Once the situation has been analyzed, our hero starts moving toward his goal. Cautiously, silently, and at the same time quickly, the leopard moves around the perimeter. With short runs, the spotted cat approaches the cherished goal. But it makes a mistake. Moving on, the leopard gets right into the light of the lantern, and his disguise has been revealed. For a few seconds he still tries to hide in the tall grass. But it was already too late. The keen eye of the neighboring guard dogs had spotted the nocturnal predator, and all the cheetah's tricks were no longer of any use. The cheetah was no longer able to hold on to any of the tricks, so they bundled up and rushed to cut the leopard off, surrounding it from all sides. This is where the terrain analysis that the leopard had done in the beginning came in handy. Had the cat not done so, it might have ended badly for the leopard. After all, a pack of ferocious guards, can give a weighty repulse to a nocturnal predator. Having analyzed the situation as a whole, the leopard had no choice but to quickly flee the scene. This time the dogs were victorious, and the leopard was left hungry. Number 3. A brazen intrusion. It is the middle of the night, everyone is asleep, but the security camera captures movement along the perimeter. The leopard looks into the camera, as if to say, "Well, hello, here I am," and with a mighty leap crosses the fence. As we can see, even high fences and new tracking systems do not help from nocturnal predators. After all, they are led by their greatest motivation, the motivation of hunger. And so, in an instant, the silent killer finds himself in the courtyard. He moves slowly, analyzing the situation, for if he makes the wrong move, it could end badly for him. Moving slowly, the leopard watches everything that happens around him. After all, the treacherous lantern reveals his full disguise, and he is as on the palm of his hand. But this time it gets around, and our hero moves on. Focusing only on the target, the leopard slowly approaches his prey. Moving gracefully, silently, as if on air, the night hunter literally even breathes in the rhythm of his steps in order to seem even more unnoticeable. Step by step, he slowly but surely approaches the unsuspecting pet. The dog must have bet on the high fence and the surveillance cameras, but made a cruel mistake that could have cost him his life. The leopard is in his repertoire, not rushing to attack, but first scouting the situation, calculating all the options that can happen. He gets closer and closer to his prey. As soon as the distance becomes critical, the predator makes a quick lunge and uses his crowning move on the dog. But the leopard wasn't expecting any stiff resistance from his adversary, which paid with a missed blow to the muzzle. This threw the predator off balance for a few seconds, which gave the dog time to get out of the leopard's sight, and thus the dog managed to save his life. But our leopard doesn't give up that easily. He does not forgive blunders and is used to seeing things through to the end. A few minutes after the incident, our guard decides to check the perimeter of the house, to make sure the nocturnal visitor has left the grounds. But he had no idea he was walking into the clutches of a killer. Like in an action movie, the leopard makes a lethal dash at its prey, leaving no chance for the guard dog. With just 3 strokes he brings it to an end. Number 4. Don't walk alone. The next situation has 2 parts, where it quickly becomes clear that it's best not to walk alone, whether it's daylight or deep into the night. In an instant, the leopard quickly attacks his prey and tries his signature move, but fails. He tries a second time, but that too fails. After the second unsuccessful attempt, the predatory cat quickly flees the scene of the skirmish, just as it appeared, leaving behind a stressful trail of memories. The next situation takes place in the deep night, which is our hunter's favorite time. The leopard approaches the target quickly and silently, while it gazes mesmerized into the darkness. The next second is followed by a series of blows from the leopard's side to put the victim into a kind of trance. And when the dog opens up, the silent killer uses his trademark trick and rips the victim off the ground with a powerful jerk. After which he quickly escapes from the scene of action with juicy prey in his teeth. Number 5. In broad daylight. Leopards love to hunt at night, but that doesn't mean they can't attack during the day, too. For example, this routine walk ended in an attack on a pet. The predator's lightning-fast attack frightened even the cameraman who filmed the action. But the agile dog gave a good fight back to the predator, and the leopard only had to quickly flee from the scene of the attack. The next fragment shows us an extremely impudent leopard trying to do its dirty tricks, not only in broad daylight, but also in the center of a densely populated area. This incident did not go unnoticed among the people, and assessing the situation, the leopard made the right decision to leave the place of the attack. But the city is not a forest, where you can quickly escape and remain unpunished. Our hunter will have to work hard not only to avoid being caught, but also to save his life. Frightened leopard hides in a small building, and wins himself a little time to catch his breath and come up with a plan of escape. Meanwhile, the local authorities, along with the townspeople, try to make a kind of trap for the hunter to catch him. But they have no idea what a hungry, frightened leopard against a wall can do. In an instant, the terrified killer flies over the railings, knocking the man to the ground. Seizing the moment while everyone was in shock, the leopard flees the scene, thus saving his life. Notice how swiftly the leopard acts. The man himself didn't even realize what had happened. Naturally, the leopard was not aiming to kill. He was just saving his life. This time everything turned out well, both for the man and the leopard. Number 6. Predator at Twilight. As I said before, leopards are perfect predators. They are perfect because they can quickly adapt to any situation, hunting any prey, including humans. The leopard came very close to the house, but did not dare to move further for obvious reasons. A lot of lanterns negate all his camouflage effect. So the predator lurked, scouting the situation. But we did not have to wait long. The leopard noticed the approaching figure. In order to get a better look at his prey, the predator stood on a ledge, which helped him see the perimeter as a whole. Yes, it was a man. Once satisfied, the predator lurked in the bushes. The unsuspecting woman walked slowly to the ledge to sit down and most likely enjoy a quiet, peaceful night. But unfortunately, it will not be a quiet night for the poor woman. The woman sits down, deflecting the club beside her, not for a second noticing the predator, who is already planning an attack. The leopard takes his time, because he knows that he has only one chance and there is no right to make a mistake. Realizing that the victim does not see him, the predator begins to walk swiftly towards the woman. But at the last moment the woman's sixth sense prompts her to turn around. Having done so, she quickly grabs her club and tries to drive the cat away. But the leopard was more nimble and knocked the woman down with a powerful blow. But the woman does not give up and the next blow hits the predator right in the face. The leopard clearly did not expect that. He nervously backs away and flees. The other members of the family come running at the noise. Today for the woman everything was alright, next time she will obviously be more cautious. Number 7. The attack in the store. We've said before how fraught it is to sleep on duty, but apparently this dog didn't know that, and made himself comfortable and had the seventh dream of a tasty sausage. That played into the hands of a predatory cat that wanted to eat tasty prey. But you have to hand it to the dog, he reacted quickly despite the fact that he was sleeping. The leopard swooped in quickly, trying to bite the dog's neck. But in the struggle for life, the dog managed to kick back the offender with its hind legs, thereby buying itself time. And the predator only had to flee the scene of the attack. The next case in general crosses all boundaries. The cheeky leopard stalked its prey right into the store. He calmly walks straight into the nook where his prey is hiding. In a few seconds the nocturnal predator is already dragging his prey in his teeth. That's how fast a leopard works when he's hungry. As if on purpose, he stops in front of the camera, showing his trophy, which he tries in vain to resist. When it's done for the dog, the leopard proudly walks away with his prey. Personally, I didn't expect leopards to be so crazy and turretless when hungry. I personally liked it best when the woman was able to tackle the mighty predator alone, but what did you personally like? Be sure to write about it in the comments below. So, that was 7 ruthless leopard attacks on domestic dogs captured on a hidden camera. If you liked the video, give it a like and write what you think in the comments below. To join our fun and get the latest videos from our channel as soon as they're uploaded, all you have to do is click the subscribe button and the bell. And that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching, see you again.